This artwork sucks. You're so bad at this. You will not make any progress. This is an automatic voice that enters my head every time I try to sit and do my job. Past 2 months have been very difficult for me because of this. Although this voice seems to be useless and annoying, it is very useful. I mean, it served a purpose once upon a time. When I was 18 years old, I used to get criticized for my artworks in college. I started to be very critical of myself ever since. Before anyone would tell me how bad I perform, I'd say it to myself to dodge the humiliation and rejection. I'm 23 now, and I'm saying this voice is 5 years old, and it's been nagging me ever since. Our friends, colleagues, parents and caregivers criticize us at some point of our life. We tend to form a part within ourselves that criticizes us before anybody else criticizes us. This is a survival strategy. If we don't listen to it, it gets louder and even more abusive. This is our inner critic. I came up with a 3-step process to deal with my inner critic, and I'd love to share that with you. Step 1. Identify the inner critic. Become aware of it. If you don't know there exists an inner critic, how will you deal with it? I asked myself, what are the thoughts that bring in these difficult emotions? These thoughts are usually the inner critic's voice. Step 2. Understand the inner critic's intentions and fears, and realize that it does not serve a purpose any longer. My inner critic's intentions are pretty ambitious. It wants me to be this brilliant artist who gets work done on time and does not make any mistakes, which is practically impossible. Its fears are also amazing. It thinks that I will get disliked by others, rejected by the community, and hence it will threaten my survival. It did serve a purpose at one point by getting the work done, but then right now it is making my self-esteem lower and not letting me work peacefully. I now realize that I need constructive feedback and more praises for my work to do my best. Step 3. Cultivate a nurturing voice. There is also a part of me that wants to do good. It says, this artwork is good. You will get better with time. Keep at it. Keep practicing. You got this. I repeated this process of bringing this nurturing voice in for a period of a month. I noticed that it becomes more automatic with time, and this has brought immense peace in my life. The inner critic inside of me wanted to be recognized, honored for what it does for me, and understand that it had no purpose to serve any longer. So it decided to leave. But if you think it's gone forever, you'll be wrong. I just dealt with one inner critic, and there are many more, and there will be many more. It is very important for our survival. We humans are designed to survive, and inner critic is an important part of it. We all have inner critic, but instead of rejecting it, negating it, or ignoring it, we could try to make an internal alliance with it by understanding its intentions and fears, and let it realize that it does not serve a purpose any longer, and replace it with a nurturing voice that is more useful in the present. It is not the absence of inner critic that helps us find peace. It is the relationship that we have with the inner critic that helps us find peace. I prompt you to recognize one inner critic this week that stops you from doing what you want to. Understand its intentions and fears. And practice cultivating a nurturing voice that is more useful to you according to your needs. Thank you.